Yo, this shit OP.
Peace, love, and black empowerment. You are tuned into the Mile High News Channel, Denver's first station for news and entertainment that is for us and by us. With your host, Noble Turner, Sharif Aline, Chairman Sekou, and Jesse Paris. Welcome. Peace, love, and black empowerment. Welcome back to Mile High News, family. This is episode number 36. 36. Keeping it pushing. We keeping it pushing. And as always, I just want to thank our supporters and, our donators, all of our viewers, and all the love we've been getting from Mile High News. We really appreciate y'all, family. Really appreciate all the support. That's what we need is support to keep this going. You know what I'm saying? And, it's like what we're doing with Unity Community. We got to pull each other up, and especially in these times, family. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I always say, it's not going good for us. You know what I'm saying? But, me, I'm trying to change that for us. You know what I'm saying? So, just giving y'all an update on the land. We're still keeping it pushing. We had brother Che here. We had him out here in the land. We're almost finished with our fence. Finally, almost finished. So yeah. And I just want to make sure, if you guys don't know what we're doing, we're Unity Community. We are developing 35 acres of land. We are turning that land into a black community.
Yeah,
you don't know.
Black,
that's right.
Black.
You don't know what that is. You just think of Black Wall Street. We are creating it in our generation. You know what I'm saying? And
it's time.
It's definitely time to do this, family. You know what I'm saying? This is a call out to all my peoples born in 70, 80, 90s. This is a call out for us. You know what I'm saying? It's our turn, fam. It's our turn to leave something for this next generation coming up because, we're not leaving them nothing. You know what I'm saying? We're just leaving them with the same old stuff. And they said the definition of insanity is repeating something over and over again and expecting a different outcome. We're not insane, but we damn sure acting like it. You know what I'm saying? So just want to give you guys an update on some Mile High News stuff and what we're doing. We have connected with the Ubuntu network out of Africa, Ubuntu Radio. So peace and love to the sister. We're going to be doing a lot of work together. We will be broadcasting in Africa, in Zambia, and other countries. So we're really excited about that. I had to warn our sister, we're Mile High News. We go in, and she was like, "Yeah, brother, bring it on. That's what Africa needs. So we gonna bring it to y'all, Africa, and we got much love for you." I wish we could be broadcasting from there now to tell y'all the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because this stuff going on here is crazy. We got, you got your boy Kanye acting stupid and stuff like this. And, it's really, like I always say, man, it's always a distraction that comes up every time we really start to get, pinned down and focused on something, and we got this little retard out here acting like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Are you serious? And, I just, I want us to stay focused. It doesn't matter what they try to pull. They try to send their little minions and soldiers out there to keep us focused, but we got to stay focused, family. Focused on what we're trying to do. And, you know what I'm saying? And, a lot of people, they're not trying to be on the economics tip and let's build us up that way, but we gotta leave them behind, fam. We gotta leave them behind, and hopefully one day they'll catch up and realize that the only answer to help us is us. And that's all I do this for. That's all I do Mile High News for, because I want to bring something to where it's just for us, because everything else that we have is raped by them.
Yeah, because it's not exclusively for us.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? We need something for us, by us, and that's what I bring, and that's what I'm going to keep bringing here in Mile High News. And whoever don't like it, get on. Because, we're not just about talking here. We're about actually making solutions.
Direct action and solutions.
You know what I'm saying? So, for my Denver family, please make sure y'all come out. We're having a Hidden Colors dialogue and discussion and movie. So, we're getting ready for that. And you know what I'm saying? We want to get it in with our people. You know what I'm saying? Especially here in Denver, because, that's another reason why I created this show, is because I got sick and tired of people saying, ain't no black people in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? And yes, there is. We are here. You know what I'm saying? And we need to build just like the other 49 states. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I bring it. And, we're reaching a lot of people. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we need to go after solution. And, the time for talk is up.
It's up.
It's up for us to make some action, get some action going, and let's do something, family.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. My Denver family, we're going to be sharing that on my page and my High News page and Brother Jesse's page. And it'll be July 25th from 5 to 8. And we're going to be having the Hidden Colors movie. After that, we're having a dialogue and discussion. And, we got some free food for y'all. We done paid for some catering, so come on out and at least eat and get some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And tonight I just want to touch on, we got Tangibles 2020. We got all this Trump and Biden 2020. And I want to speak on separations 2020. Because that is what is needed for our people. And we are, we've been not doing good at all here in this nation, in this country, because we are not separated to ourselves, family. And, that's what I'm trying to do with Unity Community. I'm trying to bring us together so we can figure out some more solutions for the rest of our people, because we don't have a base. And like I always say, in a war, you need to have your own base to go back to. When you was, in the gym playing at gym time back in the day, and we used to play tag. When you went to your base, could nobody come in there and tag you? You know what I'm saying? Just going back to that, but you know what I'm saying? That is something that is fundamental for our people to understand, that we need our own. Right. Of course, we can go on out to everywhere else and do all that, fine, but you need to come home. We need to be integrated with ourselves in our living standards, in our living communities. You know what I'm saying? Where we live at needs to be all black.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Where we shop at, it needs to be all black, because money is what makes this world go round.
And that's where the reparations come in.
Yeah, that's right. Money makes this world go round, and we need money as a people. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else have it. Everybody else has their own communities to where they make their dollar bounce at least 10 to 15 times at the least. You know what I'm saying? And they say about us that our dollar only bounces for 6 hours. Oh. And that's why we're messed up as a people, fam, because we don't own anything. Just like Dr. Claude Anderson said, when we first got out of slavery, we owned the people that got freed from slavery. They accumulated 0.5% of the nation's wealth. And it was just only, you know what I'm saying, maybe about, a million or so of them. You know what I'm saying? And here we are over 200 years later. And how much of the nation's wealth do we own? 0.5%. That means we haven't made any progress since slavery.
We've actually went backwards.
You know what I'm saying? We've got to change that, family. And that starts with building our own communities and keeping that dollar and that money inside of it. And I always stress out that you guys need to watch Powernomics. I do watch parties and videos on my page, Noble Turner. Y'all can check those out. But, if you're going to check them out, really sit and listen. You know what I'm saying? Because, Dr. Claude Anderson was the only one I've ever known to actually provide a solution to what we're going through. You know what I'm saying? And that solution is not being nonviolent. And that solution is not, just starting an all-out war and bringing a revolution. Everybody die. Let's all just die. It's an actual economic solution because that's the only way they're going to understand us. Like Brother David Banner said, he said the only thing that these people understand is loss of life or loss of finance.
That's it.
We're not ready for loss of life yet because we're the low men on the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? We need help from the Most High. If that was to crack off, hey, I'm down for it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to need some help, man. I'm not going out there on no suicide mission. I'm sorry. This is stupid to me, So the next option is to hit them in their pockets. That's the only thing they respond for. That's what this crooked nation was built upon. It was money. So take it from them because they depend on our money. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So this is episode 36, and this is our correspondence. So next up, we got, as always, our General Melly Queen. In Queen's Corner. General Melly Queen.
Thank you, Brother Noble. Peace and power, black family. Welcome to the Queen's Corner. I would like to say salute to all black media platforms and to our brothers and sisters out there spreading the truth. Keep doing that for us and by us. Salute to Brother Noble and his family and team up in Colorado with Unity Community. And salute to the Mile High News team. Yes, we will be broadcasting on Bantu FM radio starting next week. Congratulations, team. Keep doing what you do. Salute to Sister Ben Queen Blackbird over in Zambia. We are so excited with making this connection with this queen and Bantu FM radio station. We are doing this for us and by us, building institutions that we need as a black family, as a black collective globally. And always and forever, shout out to the Vanguard's Online Academy. I love y'all, family, and we are growing, and I love it. All right, family, it's been so much going on since 2020 came into fruition. 2020, the year of perfect vision, the year that all these fake snakes, this misinformation, these lies are being exposed, unveiled, brought to the light. Now that you know the truth, what are you going to do about the truth? See, I'm old school. You either ride for what you believe in or you sit your ass down. No weaknesses allowed. We know what these folks are doing. They've been doing it. When are we going to hold ourselves accountable? We are having too many domestic violence issues in our community. Too many assaults, too many murders. 14 people were injured in Chicago at a funeral of another murder victim on yesterday. What are we doing? We want respect. We demand respect. But we ain't walking as respectable people. We not even respecting ourselves enough not to kill each other. Come on, family. It's time to stop being stupid. How much more are we going to allow before we stand up and take back control of our lives? Take back control of our children's lives. You say you love yourself, you love your children. How? It's time for a reset, family. We've been in this situation now for about 4 months. And people still sitting around complaining and crying. It's time to do something about that. And the only way to see change is to be the change that you want to see. We have to do better as a people. We have to take back control of our thinking, of our living. Stop living in fear, afraid to make changes. Let's keep connecting, keep loving each other, get back to being family. Because we are all we got. And we all we need. But we got to overstand it and understand it. Everybody else does. That's why they work so hard and pay so much money to keep us separated. We're going to keep letting them control the narrative? There's a lot of us are not on that program. We need to get connected to like-minded ones. And we'll see y'all on the other side. I love y'all. Get armed. Get trained. Take back self-sufficiency of your life. Take back control of your mind. We love you. All power to the people. Black power.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely, Melly Queen. We gotta stick to it, and we gotta build a nation. You know what I'm saying? Just like we're doing with this Ubuntu network. Our sister Melly Queen got us on that, so let's give a shout out to our sister Melly Queen. We will be broadcasting live on Ubuntu network, like I told you guys earlier. It's an African radio network, and we'll be on there representing for not just Mile High, but for, America, KKK. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So definitely thank you, Sister Melly. And next up, we got our Brother Sharif. Brother Sharif on the streets. Yeah. Brother Sharif.
Peace, family. This is Brother Sharif Alim reporting for the Mile High News. Tonight I want to talk about what is racism. What is racism? A lot of times people have the tendency to say anybody can be racist, but is that actually true? And is it true when it comes to black people here in the United States? Do black people have the power to be racist? Let's talk about that for a second, family. Now, people can hold bigoted ideals or stereotypical ideals of other groups of people. You can call people chinks, gooks, kikes, honkies, peckerwoods, crackers. You know what I'm saying? As a black person, you can hurl insults or name calling at other groups of people. But that does not make you a racist. A racist, family, is somebody who has power to control resources of other groups of people. Right? So, for instance, racism, systematic racism, is where you cannot get a house, you cannot get a loan from the bank, you cannot get employment, you cannot get the proper medical care because of racism, because people are denying you resources to gain access to those particular areas of life. Black people in America, we have no power whatsoever. I don't care how much you dislike Asian or Chinese people. You do not have any power to stop them from opening a restaurant in your neighborhood. When they get sick, you have no power to stop them from getting medical attention. When they need housing or education, you have no power to stop them from getting access to resources. Let's talk about homophobia. That's another word that people like to throw out there towards people, especially people in the black community. Black people, we are not homophobic. This label does not apply to black people. Now, you might say that you don't like gay people. You might call them names. You know what I'm saying? You might, like I said, you might call them names or disparage them with words, but you don't have any power. If a gay person wants to move next door to you as a black person, you have no power from stopping them from getting that resource. If a gay person wants to go to college, you have no power to stop them from that. If a trans person wants to change his sexuality from male to female or from female to male, you have no power to do that. You have no power to deny any resources to gay people. We have a lot of black people are being, especially black men, are being called toxic, toxic masculinity. Black men, we have no power to stop women, especially white women, from owning businesses, getting education, having medical care, or getting a loan at the bank. So, if racism means that you just call people names, I guess everybody could be racist on that level. But real racism is controlling other people's resources. and having a dominating control over their resources where they don't control any of their own resources. And you subjugate people to keep people in a certain social status, political status, educational status that's beneath you. That's what real racism is. It's not calling somebody a cracker, a honky, a kike, or a gook. You can call people all the names you want to, man. But like they used to say, sticks and stones may break our bones, but names will never hurt us. That you can call white people all of the crackers and honkies and peckerwoods that you want to call them, but you're not going to stop their resources from flowing. So no, black people cannot be racist. Peace, family.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Brother Sharif. We got to keep on it. You know what I'm saying? We have to realize and recognize what's going on in for the empowerment of our people. You know what I'm saying? So next up, we got my little cousin out of St. Louis, Brother Busara, and he's going to be breaking y'all off with some of that knowledge that he comes up. He comes highly decorated out of St. Louis. So, Brother Busara.
Thank you, Brother Noble, as well as Mile High News. I'm Busara, reporting out of St. Louis. The place where the white couple was barefooted, pointing ARs and pistols at nonviolent protesters, even though I might not agree with the protesters. That's where I'm at. Let me get right to the subject because I don't have that much time. So let's get it in. The forest not only hides man's enemies, but it's full of man's medicine, healing power, and food. And that's an African proverb. I start everything off with an African proverb. And hopefully over these quarantine months and through this crazy times that we're in, you've actually been spending time in nature, whether it's gardening, farming, fishing, hunting, doing something in that sun, getting that vitamin D for free. But let's stick to the topic of forests or nature and the healing tools it provides for us. The first thing I'm going to talk about is my favorite tea that I've been drinking. Now, it's not just a tea, it's an herb. It's called holy basil. Okay, so holy basil has some healing properties. It's found in nature and it helps combat stress. That's one of the most important things we need right now. We see black men folding to so-called Jews every chance they get. You rally behind people, they stress you out when they fold on you. You have black men and black women at each other's throat in the media being played against each other. And it can become stressful if you're a stand-up woman or a stand-up man. So most definitely get you a nice cup of that holy basil. It also promotes healthy liver function. A healthy liver is a healthy person. That's what processes all the toxins in your body, and it also helps you lose weight, a healthy liver. It helps fight cancer. We in a world where breathing is dangerous. Everything around us causes cancers, from the plastics in the water bottles and the foods we eat, the way we live. We're in a cancer-filled environment. You also can get your cholesterol lowered, which is part of pre-existing conditions that cause heart attacks, high blood pressure. So you want to lower that cholesterol as well as heart disease, which kills more people than COVID per day, black people. All right. And it's antibacterial. It boosts the immune system. We go to an actual food here. My favorite fruit, which is in season right now, nectarines. Okay. And it's another cancer fighting food. It boosts the immune system and it's pretty darn good. It also helps maintain electrolyte balances in the body. So if you're out in the sun, it'll help you replenish what you're sweating out. So make sure you got some nectarines in your bag if you're taking a hike. Make sure you got a pistol or something on you as well, so you don't end up getting caught up by some racists or some people who look like you who pretending to be the black KKK. Make sure you got some type of protection on you as well with that nectarine. But make sure you're out in the sun, because health is wealth. Sandalwood essential oil. Now, this essential oil, it can be used internally if you get it from the right company. Every oil is not to be taken in. I normally diffuse my oils. I may mix them with some coconut oil, put them on my skin. But if you look at sandalwood, it also boosts the immune system. So, you want to make sure you have your shields. Okay, warriors are healers. I'm trying to give you this healing information that we need. And it also improves memory and concentration, which is needed in a social media driven world, to where every other day it's a new distraction or entanglement or some nonsense that'll keep us from focusing on our goal, which is reparations, getting some land, a BB Fahodie, which is African liberation. We need to be concentrated, building our own institutions, focusing on land, building his own community. So you need those healing properties that nature gives you, the forest gives you, to help you. Not only the forest not only hide you from your enemies, but it also heals and prepares you to deal with your enemy. Because you retreat does not mean that you quit. Sometimes you got to retreat to get more ammunition. And sandalwood can help you recharge your memory so you don't forget what your enemies did to you, and all you want to be is loved and accepted. So I want to go back to that African proverb, because the forest not only hides man's enemies, but it's full of medicine, which is your food. Healing power, which can be your food, your essential oils. Food is your medicine. Your food is your healing power. The plants, the garden, all of those things can help us, as well as that good old vitamin D that the sun gives off. So thank you, Brother Noble, as well as Mile High News. I'm Busara, signing out. A BB Fahodie family.
That's right, brother Busara. We gotta keep it going, keep it on, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So next up, we got our brother Shabaka, our West Coast correspondent, brother Shabaka, and he's gonna be coming to y'all, letting y'all know what's going out there on the west side.
All right, come on.
Brother Shabaka.
Thank you, Brother Noble. This is Shabaka Sankori, the executive producer of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced the podcast, also to the West Coast correspondent for Mile High News. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to you from West Oakland. And of course, we do know that there's a very, very famous organization in our history that is from here. And currently what's going on right here is point number 7. We want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. As I'm walking up this street right here, this is San Pablo that you see where the traffic is coming down. And over 50 years ago, this is where Dr. Newton had started the patrols, where he was going out making sure that the police were not brutalizing black people. They were exercising their Second Amendment rights to defend themselves. And this is West Oakland, California, and this is where the history had happened at. All power to the people, as you see right here. And this is the actual neighborhood that this history happened at. And then, of course, as we do know, is that they had chapters that went out throughout the whole United States, from Los Angeles to New York City, and Chicago, Illinois, Denver, Colorado, and what have you. So this here is where the actual party had started. San Pablo Avenue that you can see right there here in Panther Town, which is Oakland, California. And Dr. Newton used to go out here on the patrols, making sure that our people were safe from police brutality. And thank you so very, very much. And definitely check out Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, in which I'm the executive producer. And our producer is the one and only Mad Dr. D. And this is it. And this is where I come listen to the wind and hear the stories of long ago. We have a right to exist, we have a right to survive, and we have a right to live. Shabaka Sankor for Mile High News.
All right, that's right, brother Shabaka. Definitely. So next up, we got our brother Romel, and he's our poetic brother.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be talking to y'all about water. So brother Romel.
Peace. Shramel understanding, the angel of peace from the east. Understanding understood in the neighborhood near you. Bringing a little hope without the dope. Official frontline campaign. Salute to the fallen soldiers. Our ancient predecessors dedicated their entire being to shed light on the subject of life. Life is reality. As complex as it may seem, and as basic as it may be, life is meant for the living. Life is like water, coming in different shapes and forms. It can be solid or it can be fluid. Life flows with impermanence. Nothing ever remains the same because all things are subject to change. Life is a path with a lot of twists and turns. It is a trip from A to Z. Reality is somewhat of a maze. Life is a journey and a quest in which we must question our surroundings and question all who cross our path. What you come to know defines who you are and defines your life. Many of us know hard times. Many of us know what it feels like to be on top. And many of us know what it feels like to hit rock bottom. To know means to have first-hand knowledge of the facts. To know means to be certain and sure of, while the unknown is that which is unsure and uncertain. Knowledge reinforces confidence, while not knowing reinforces doubt. The minus sign is the symbol of deductive reasoning. Through the process of elimination, many things are resolved. Through the process of elimination, life filters out the chosen ones and distinguishes them from the multitudes of the collective. The freedom fighter and the noble sage are the rarities that fate produces to bring about a universal change. They are the black sheep and the renegade who campaign day and night on the front line, striving to overthrow the rule of the wicked. Today, the war between good and evil is a war of the mind. The righteous are losing this war as they have lost the minds of the people. The mind is molded according to the square of perception. There are four sides to the square of perception. The square of perception is a combination of one's own self, family, society, and media. We all have our own individual thoughts, but the input of family and society also play a part in our judgment. Media, such as books, TV, etc., also play a part in our judgment and our perception. The resurrection of the mind has begun. The spiritual language of the ancients has now resurfaced, and it is being spoken with such grace. Man has turned a new leaf in the chronicles of time. The book of life has once again been opened to those who seek its divine guidance. Angelic beings manifested in human flesh have arrived on the terrestrial plane to teach the Holy Scripture, giving each soul its proper measurement of heavenly mental food. This heavenly mental food for thought has freed those who have been held captive to the bondage of slavery, injustice, and falsehood. The angel of peace yells on the mountaintop, "Do away with your idols and your manufactured religion." The angel of peace says, "My people, come to your senses and pray toward the holiest inward direction. There you will find that from which you came, the foundation of the soul, the essence of life, the one and only God who dwells in the holiest temple, the one and only God who is defined by guidelines, objectives, and directives. Many have strayed from the path of right. Many cannot see because they have lost all insight. They are misinformed and miseducated. They are easily manipulated, captivated by deception, haterism, traitorism, trickery and treachery have the people divided. The people feed on poison and refuse to become enlightened. They are rotten to the core. They adore that which sparkles and glitters. They worship the 666. The 666 is the coin system, the caste system, and the class system. They are doomed to fail. They long for idols instead of that which is real. Ignorance is a curse, and to break the curse of ignorance, you need a spell. You must spell the holy words that reveal the truth. The truth can kill, and the truth can heal. The will of the universe will be fulfilled, regardless of how people may feel. A feeling is a sense, and we have lost the true sense of self. Peace.
Definitely. Thank you for that, Brother Ramel. So next up, we got our brother Jesse. He's going to be speaking on Tangibles 2020, Intangibles versus Symbolism. So, Brother Che, Brother Jesse.
Come on, Jay. What do you say, Jay?
So I say we stay focused on them tangibles. We got to remain focused, family. This is the year, the decade of tangibles. I've said it numerous times on this show before, but it's still not getting through. The difference between the two, the tangibles and symbolism. But first, tangibles 2020. So we refuse to be labeled as minorities or any of that other mess. We are committed to getting our tangibles, family. And no matter who's running, Kanye done jumped in.
That's a joke to me.
We already know Trump gonna get another foe.
Yeah.
But will Trump cut the check? That's what it boils down to. He's a businessman, so it ain't no telling, but
I'll vote for him. He cut our reparations check. Hey, why not?
and what is that check, family? That check is starting at $100 trillion for past, present, and future atrocities that this country's government. You know it's gonna be the reserve that's gonna have to dish out the money.
Give it. That land, hey, we be out. We be out of y'all here forever.
So we gotta remain focused on them tangibles. So I'm gonna break down the difference between symbolism and tangibles. So the dictionary says the use of symbols to represent ideas or quantities, a symbolic meaning attributed to natural objects or facts, an artistic or poetic movement or style using symbolic images, an indirect suggestion to express mystical ideas, emotions, and states of mind. That's symbolism. So John Lewis just died. I spill blood.
I'll give it up from him because you know what I'm saying. The brother lost his life, and you know we hear, you know, we have different opinions and stuff on Mile High News, but you know I always pick it out that hey, it's still a brother, even though he didn't do nothing for us.
He was a boss.
Yeah, even though he didn't do nothing and all that, the brother lost his life. So sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, he didn't do shit for niggas.
Disclaimer.
While he was living. He was in office for 33 years and he didn't do nothing for us but cape for the immigrants, cape for the LGBTQ, cape for all these other groups that we telling to hold their own what? Nuts. So now we get called Tariq huggers. But we gonna keep it pushing with the tangibles. We got unity, community. It's a wrap, fam. But we need to get breaking off this check. So this election's coming up. Don't let them scare you with anybody but Trump. And, oh, we just can't have another 4 years of Trump. Like Trump's the first. Or the last, for that matter.
Y'all gonna see. Let Biden get elected.
Tangibles, just before we go, I got to break down tangibles. Because people ain't figuring out what tangibles is. I don't understand. But it's capable of being perceived, especially by sense of touch, or B, substantially real, material, capable of being perceived, precisely identified, or recognized by the mind, capable of being appraised at an actual or approximate value. That means a check, family. We're talking money. Anytime you hear anything about reparations, cash first. Now, we can talk Bitcoin and all that other stuff later, but In the meantime, they can't extract that money. It's crazy. So if they give it to us, we gotta have our agenda and our set amount.
Sure, I take land.
No.
Shit.
You can buy money with
Land. Yeah, you can buy land with money. You ain't lying. I'd rather just have the land. Land is money.
And land is money if you have the labor.
That's right. We are the labor class.
We built this country. That's why we're the foundational Black Americans. There would be no America with a triple K if it wasn't for us. So we have to make that bashfully known, because these other groups got it super twisted. And we're saying enough is enough. We're not caping for y'all no more. The cape is off. Y'all can hold your own, and we're going to get our check regardless, by any means necessary. And yeah, that yes, a boss, we gonna pray it out. Them days are over. It's time for much more immediate action, quick action, and the land definitely helps with that.
That's right, definitely. We gotta stick to tangibles, and you know what I'm saying. If they don't give it to us, let's keep it pushing for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine if we get something for ourselves and it blows up, which is gonna, because everything we touch is gold. We got the Midas touch. You know what I'm saying? Anything we touch is gold, and anything we touch, they want a piece of, and they try to emulate. You know what I'm saying? So we build that for our own, and we make it to where you can't get any piece of it unless you giving us a piece of what you're getting off of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I always say, with all these rappers and stuff like that, if we were to, you know what I'm saying, stick with, us having our own labels and selling to ourselves, and can't no, Jewish or, people come in or anybody, most of our record labels, Jewish people on. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's before Jerry Heller.
Right. And how you going to get into something that we made? We coined that.
We made all this country's music. This country will have no music.
You know what I'm saying? Any kind of rhythm, beat, you know what I'm saying? We made that. So how we going to let them take over and dictate it into this sick-ass stuff that they have going on now? Because there's some sick stuff going on in these record labels and these music industries, fam.
Some satanic shit going on.
Straight satanic shit. And the only reason why they do that and get away with it is because we let them. Because we don't build our own and say, fuck what you talking about, man. We don't care nothing about you. We're going to market to our own people from our own network. If we got to sell out the back of our trunk and have a whole nationwide network of people selling out the back of their trunks, let it be that before you go do all this stuff that they doing. And it's some sick stuff, bro. I put a watch party on what they're really doing to get into the music industry. And it shouldn't be like that, bro, because we're all talented.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they picked them people to be slaves, they didn't pick the sorry part of the litter. They picked the best ones. We are builders. We are, you know what I'm saying, telecommunicators. We are, constructionists. We are, plumbers. We are architects. We are doctors, lawyers, everything. We are the best of those. And they didn't train us. They took the training that they learned from the previous us, and they gave it right back to us when they didn't know it was already in us anyways, bro. So definitely, next up, we got our brother Sekou and Sekou's Corner.
All right. Let the church say amen. All right. Thank you. And it's wonderful to be a part of Mile High News. And the diversity of views and the in-depth coverage that we give to our challenges, our choices, and the images which we seek to portray in a positive way. And so what I want to talk about tonight is economic systems and how this country was built. and how it is organized to create wealth. Now, in every society, you have to answer the fundamental question of wealth. And there's not but two ways you can do this thing. Either a few people going to own the majority of the wealth and everybody else has to work for them, or the wealth is owned by the masses of the people and everybody gets what they need according to their ability to be productive and also to address what's going on with them particularly. For instance, a family of 4 needs more than one individual in order to have the basic necessities of life: food, clothing, shelter, education, health. You know, those things that make it where you are invested in the lifestyle. Okay, you ain't got that, then what are we talking about? What are you working for? See, what are you working for? And so economic systems are created to make those kind of decisions. And so if we look at slavery, slavery had a code of conduct. It had principles and values that were uncompromising. For instance, profit was number 1, the money. Go get the money by any means necessary. If you have to kill off the population that's here and take their land, kill them. Kill them. If you have to go and enslave an entire continent of people, go get them. Put them on the boat and make them come here and work them to death. And then go get you some more. All right? It was about racism because they made it okay for them to go get us to do that. See, they tried that with white folks when they brought them indentured servants over here, but because they was white, they escaped. They can melt off into the environment. It'd be hard to catch them, but we were readily identifiable based on the color of our skin. We couldn't hide. See, we couldn't hide. So our skin became our sin. And that was it. And so they stole our humanity. See, they stole it. And they made us work for them like we was a dog, a cat, a cattle, a piece of cattle, meat, sheep. We had no rights whatsoever other than to work, make them rich, and die, and look for ours in heaven. That was their story. And so it was also based on, slavery was based on individualism. That's slavery. And those are just some of the things that it was about. Now, we evolved out of that into a system called capitalism. Well, check this out. Slavery was racist. Is capitalism racist?
Yes.
Yes. Slavery was sexism. Is capitalism sexist?
Yes.
Woman don't mean nothing. Was it based on economic exploitation and slavery? Is capitalism based on economic exploitation?
Yes.
Is it all about the money no matter what?
Yes.
Is it about competition?
Yes.
So now, if you have the same code of conduct, then all you have really under capitalism is another way of expressing slavery. And if we fought slavery to get our humanity back, to destroy slavery, what makes you think we want to do this capitalist thing too? Talk to me. It's the same thing. So we got to be real clear about what we're talking about, because you got black folks talking about, well, we need to be capitalists. Really? What are we going to do, just change the color? You know what I'm saying? And then we work for you and you get rich? It's like, no, man. If I'm opposed to slavery, I don't care what form it comes in. I'm not down for that.
I don't like it.
I'm not down for that. And if our people struggle to not only die under slavery, but to fight for our liberation, which means we killed for it. Do you know how many slave rebellions that was going on over the last 500 years up until this day? What you got is another slave rebellion happening today. Talking about reclaiming our humanity. So we got to be real clear about this, because you can't talk about you opposed to slavery and down for capitalism at the same time, Jack. See? And that's when we're talking about the difference between tangibles and symbolism. All right? You can't be down for your people and then support the capitalist system for 30 years, and we expect to get something out of that like we expect to get something out of slavery. What was we going to get other than what we kept getting? All right? So we ain't talking about banging nobody on no personality. We talking about bringing data and fact, see, to the tangible. It ain't personal. It is what it is. And he did what he did. Now, I ain't mad at you. What good would it do to me to be mad at somebody dead? I'm like Mom's Maitland. When they told her that her husband had died, and she said, okay. They said, what do you think about that, Mom? Your husband's dead. She said, well, you know, you ain't supposed to say nothing bad about folks dead or dying, so all I got to say is if he's dead, good. Ready for the revolution.
Very good.
I ain't mad at nobody. Mom said it. I didn't say it.
That's right. Definitely, family. We got to stay with it, and don't let this Kanye stuff distract us, family. Because I'm seeing it. First, it was getting stuff done, and it's Will and Jada, and before that, it was some other dumb stuff. And let's stay focused, fam. It's like I always bring up, and the bus boycott of Montgomery. 381 days. Then people stay focused on what they wanted. Let's do that. Let's do 381 days. Let's stay focused on our people, empowering us and you know what I'm saying, letting them know that we can do this. Because they think we can't. Right. They think we can't do that again. Them black people, they can't go without our products, and they can't go without our help and support. Let's show them we can, family. You want to express some anger. Now, that's anger. You know what I'm saying? That's the anger that needs to be expressed in this generation. Let them know that we can take all your money out of your pocket.
Yep. That's right.
381 days. It's 365 in a year. So they did over a year and 2 weeks, something like that. Let's try that. Everybody wants to try this one day blackout. Let's do it. And that ain't going to do nothing.
That's right.
For one day? Try a year. Try 381 days like they did.
Try 2 days. Try 2 days.
Let's start.
Two. Give me two.
Let's start there.
Can I get 2 days?
You know what I'm saying? and just like Brother Jesse said, that's symbolism.
Yep.
Let's not do symbolism. Let's make a difference, family. That's what we're doing here in Mile High News.
That's right.
So make sure that y'all like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you donate to Mile High News, family. We're out here bringing this to y'all. And ain't nobody else in Denver doing it. Yeah, I said it again. So, peace, love, and black empowerment. That's what this should all be about, family. Empower ourselves.
Ready for the revolution?
See y'all next week. Next week, we are going to have our Mile High News Youth Edition. I'm going to bring in my sons and have them talk about what's going on So it'll be a good one. Y'all tune on in. So peace, love, black empowerment once again. See y'all next week. Peace.